What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a Week 11 2016 Thursday Night Football recap. Panthers and the Saints. You already know how this game is going to go. With the NFC South, it's always kind of weird the way all those games play out. You never really know who's going to win, who's going to lose. But let me just go ahead and touch on some of the things that I really noticed, and I want to make sure that you guys notice it as well. The Panthers have not been the same team. We all know that. But after the bye week, they've been playing a lot better. I'm going to say this. Kuechly was carted off the field, concussion protocol. He's been having a lot of concussions over the last 2 seasons. I don't know what that means going forward, because what happens is once you're susceptible to it, it's going to be a regular, occurrence. And he's a great player. I'm very upset that they called back his touchdown, actually, after the block by Lutz. The Saints kicker, he might have to be the next person to go. You see they got rid of Blair Walsh. That guy's been getting a lot of his field goals blocked. I don't know if it's as much as the team not blocking as opposed to him just not reading the timing. When you come up to make the kick, I've noticed a lot of the veteran kickers that go out there and they usually get their kicks up and it's not usually blocked. Their whole, they have a system of getting the ball up. I don't know if you guys have been noticing that, because ever since they moved the extra point back, I've been looking at a lot of the guys, the way that they approach the kick and how fast they move up. And the further back you are, the more that you're going to need to put a little bit more power into it. So I don't know if they're not practicing, their schematics the proper way or whatever's going on with it. I don't know. But Will Lutz might have to get cut next. Okay, let's just talk. Cam Newton made a very, very key throw late in the game because they were winning. What was it? Was it 17-3? It was crazy at the half, because after that kickoff, the block kick was called back. Teddy Ginn, bro, that catch was crazy. And at first, I didn't think that he got his right foot in. But after I looked at the replay a couple times, you know what I'm saying? Because the ref was right there on it and called it wrong. It did look at first glance like he kind of slid, but his whole shin was in bounds. You know what I'm saying? So that catch was kind of fantastic. And I don't know Teddy Ginn is a wild savage, because he'll drop a wide open pass and then come back and make a catch like that. So I don't even know what you're getting out of him. That's a very, very difficult thing to have as a Panthers fan. You know what I'm saying? To look at it for all you guys that are Panthers fans, because even though Kelvin Benjamin is such a big target and he helped seal the game at the end when Cam Newton stood in the pocket like a savage and about to get smashed and is delivered, a key first down. But you really need speed in this game, and Kelvin Benjamin is not a speed guy, and he's not Mike Evans either. Even though he's big, Mike Evans, I would rather have Mike Evans. When you talk about big receivers right now, you talk about 6'5", they're both slower than Calvin Johnson was, but if I'm looking for a guy that's going to be, durable, get down the field, do, regular stuff, a threat like that, like Kelvin, I don't really want to say that Kelvin Benjamin is not a stud. He is a stud. It's just that he lacks a lot of the attributes that I would be looking for in a big receiver. He's not that key guy like I thought he would be coming into the new season. I hope he gets better and becomes a bigger part of the offense. But Teddy Ginn is what really stretches the field for the Panthers. We have to understand that's relying on the guy that have hands like the greased up deaf guy. I don't know how much further, people think that the Panthers are counted out. And I know based on history, the Super Bowl winner usually doesn't make the playoffs, but we don't know which way the Falcons are going to go. And I know they played a tough Eagles team. I know guys are going to say, yeah, bro, whatever. I'm hating. You're always a hater when you're talking like facts, but I don't know what's going to happen, because the NFL is a copycat league, and they look and see what other teams do to lock up. And the Eagles did a very good job against the Falcons. So I want to wait to see what happens in the next coming weeks. Not saying that the NFC South is just gonna collapse, but we have to be cognizant of the fact that things change. So the Panthers, I'm not gonna count them out yet. And even when they were getting blown out and getting destroyed, I still didn't count them out. And that Kansas City comeback win last week, that was pretty much all Eric Berry, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes great players make great plays. When he returned that kick for 6, man, not the kick, but the interception for 6. And listen, I just said to myself, this game's over, even though the Panthers were still winning, because those kind of plays change the atmosphere of the game. Even when you're at home watching it, you're like, what the F? How did they let that happen? You have to say that to yourself. How did they let that happen? You understand what I'm saying? So the Panthers still have rebounded a lot better than the Minnesota Vikings has, because that was a gut-wrenching loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. So that's what and they're also, injury-prone at this point. A lot of their key players are getting injured. I don't know, Mario, was it Addison? Did he leave the field? I don't remember. There's a lot of guys, but Kuechly was the main guy that was out of there. You know, it was, and then they almost made the Saints come back. It was just so stupid. But I knew that was going to happen because you're playing against Drew Brees. Even though we're going to get into him in a second in the Saints with Sean Payton, it's always a chance. But they did a very good job against Cooks. Snead did his thing. Snead is becoming a pretty good target, but he dropped a key pass. But Bradbury was all over him on that touchdown. But on that touchdown, whatever, you know, he tried to catch. It was a wannabe touchdown, but Bradbury played it very well. But Bradbury was also the guy that blocked in the back to bring back Kuechly's touchdown. So I guess I don't even know about that guy right now. He's a rookie. He's gonna have some growing pains. But that was a very, very dumb play to push a guy in the back that had nothing to do with the play. But let's get to the Saints right now. We know that their season should be over. Let's just be realistic about it. Look, I don't know how it's possible, but it is the NFC South is so wild that I don't even know what to really say about what could possibly happen. So let me not even try to do any predictions because we saw what happened last year. The Falcons went completely upside down. There was some craziness happening. Now I'm looking at this Jonathan Stewart. I wish they would have kept D'Angelo Williams. And D'Angelo Williams proved in Pittsburgh that he was the better running back. And I like Jonathan Stewart. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just talking about the quality of the run game, how it's declined with the Panthers. That's a dangerous thing right there. But I'm going to save that for another time to go into about the depths about, you know, he was at like 4.9 yards. No, 4.8 or something like that last season. Something with the fours. And then now he's like in the 3.7 range. Jonathan Stewart. It's obvious. D'Angelo Williams was the better running back. But age is what keeps the NFL, you know, they make sure they get rid of you. Once you get to a certain age, like, yo, you're too old. Yo, get the F out of here. You're done. But D'Angelo Williams has shown that he was the better guy. He was the guy that kept that offense going, in my opinion. Like I said, I don't have Panther fans like, yo, bro, whatever. You guys can shut the F up. I'm talking based on what I saw. D'Angelo Williams was always that spark. And I think Jonathan Stewart fed off of that. So it is what it is. But going back to the Saints now, the defense has been horrible overall. It's been more reliable on what Drew Brees could do for you rather than a complete unit. Their special team sucks, their defense sucks. So when you have that stuff that goes on like that, it's very, very difficult for a quarterback with a team like his major target is Fleener, other than Cooks. And if you start to double team Cooks and take away that speed factor, what do you have? There's not a lot you can do. And Drew Brees still, you know, he still makes stuff happen. So I can't sit here and just be like, yo, the Saints are garbage. I can't do that because I watched them last night. They played with a lot of heart. And it's almost, you can't recover from this guy, Will. Let's just keep getting his kick blocked. Mad stupidness, the special team penalties, defensive penalties, defense just not playing D. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too many things that are going on that you can't logically just say, all right, the Saints suck. It's not that they're not clicking the right way. Sean Payton is, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if he's losing the locker room. I don't even know what to say about it, but this season is pretty much over. The slide that they're on right now, I don't know. You know, like I said before, like, I want to say it's over. They're taking a lot of losses. The Saints is just not what it used to be. They're not what they used to be, man. The one thing I can tell you, man, they brought New Orleans a championship when they needed it. You know what I'm saying? So the country, you know, the city will always be, you know, happy about that. That was a big thing when they won that Super Bowl, man. That was huge with all the stuff that was going on there with Katrina and everything like that. So they got what they were supposed to get. And I know it's probably hard right now to be a New Orleans Saints fan, but I don't see nothing better coming forward for you guys in the future, man, right now. Like I'm trying to look at the bright side, but every team that they play, their defense, the defense is not going to hold up. Drew Brees is going to get his points, but at the end of the day, when your defense keeps on, you know, they continuously commit penalties. Bro, Will Lutz, yo, bro, cut that mother, bro, I don't know, like, he's the only guy that I've been thinking about. Oh, yo, I'm like, yo, this dude is continuously, it's always getting his kick blocked, bro. Are you serious right now? This guy has been the star of the last 2 games because he keeps getting his kick blocked. Like, at some point, we gotta get rid of this man, bro. We gotta go, it's so many other kickers that you guys can try out, but the offense is not looking the same. Drew Brees is trying his hardest. The defense looks like trash. Special teams is garbage. They got to work on it. The Panthers, I see a little bit of life left, but I don't know if they're going to be able to continue to play at the level that they're playing at with their key guys getting hurt. Kuechly being out, if he doesn't pass concussion protocol by the next game, I don't really know. I don't think it looks too good for the Panthers because they haven't been really holding up as strong as they used to during the Super Bowl year. So we'll see what goes on with it. But all in all, they almost blew a lead, and I was very disappointed that they let the Saints come back and only won 23-20. Let me know what you're thinking about it, regardless if you agree with me or not. I'll see you guys next time. GmiasWorld. One love.